hold a rally as the expected Democratic Party's new nominee. 11 Alive's Ariana Maniz with our political team joining us live this morning with the preview of today's event. Ariana, good morning.
Good morning, Aisha. Vice President Kamala Harris has become a very frequent visitor to the battleground state of Georgia. Her campaign says today's visit will highlight her brighter vision for the future as she's now fighting for her own bid for the White House. Georgia continues to be at the center of the political stage as Vice President Kamala Harris brings her campaign to the battleground state. Harris's visit will mark her 6th visit to Georgia this year and her 15th during her tenure as vice president. But today's stop will be like no other, as this marks her first campaign rally as the potential Democratic nominee for president in Georgia since President Joe Biden stepped aside. The VP is now making the case for her own campaign this time around. And with only 14 weeks out from Election Day, the Harris team has put much focus on the state of Georgia. Over the weekend, several Democratic leaders and community members came together to open a new campaign office in Fulton County in support of Vice President Kamala Harris's bid for president.
Crowd challenging him to a debate.
So last week, you may have seen, he pulled out of the debate in September he had previously agreed to. About that. So he won't debate, but he and his running mate sure seem to have a lot to say about me. And by the way, don't you find some of their stuff to just be plain weird? Well, Donald, you'll reconsider to meet me on the debate stage. Because as the saying goes, if you've got something to say, say it to my face. So Georgia, in the next 98 days, we have our work cut out for us. And this is not going to be easy. This is hard work, but we like hard work. Hard work is good work. So Georgia, today I ask you, are you ready to get to work? Do we believe in freedom? Do we believe in opportunity? Do we believe in the promise of America? And are we ready to fight for it?
As a prosecutor, she put murderers and abusers behind bars. As California's Attorney General, she went after the big banks and won $20 billion for homeowners. And as vice president, she took on the big drug companies to cap the cost of insulin for seniors. Because Kamala Harris has always known who she represents.
This campaign is about who we fight for. We believe in a future where every person has the opportunity not just to get by, but to get ahead. Where every senior can retire with dignity. But Donald Trump wants to take our country backward, to give tax breaks to billionaires and big corporations and end the Affordable Care Act. But we are not going back.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Now, the Democratic presidential nominee, Vice President Kamala Harris, had a rally this past Tuesday, and Megan Thee Stallion's performance on Tuesday night sparked some criticism online. But many supporters of Harris on social media are calling the backlash hypocritical. Now, the Hot Girl Summer rapper donned a blue pantsuit ensemble while she performed several of her hit songs during the boisterous event, including Mamushi, Savage, and Body. Before introducing Body, Megan made an impassioned pitch for Harris for president, telling the crowd, "I know my ladies in the crowd love their body, and if you want to keep loving your body, you know who to vote for." And it's obvious what she's talking about there. She's talking about the right to have an abortion. Now, elsewhere in the performance, which the rapper gave before a crowd of about 10,000 Harris supporters packed into Atlanta, Georgia State Convocation Center, Megan shouted "Hotties for Harris." Now, some people on X, formerly Twitter, criticized the performance, calling the Houston rapper's show unprofessional and tasteless, and said it seemed to pander to voters. It's pretty much dumbing the black voters down, thinking we're simple and all we care about is celebrities and twerking, just simple things. Like we don't really care about policies. I mean, that's what I care about. I want to see what the Republicans and what the Democrats have to offer so we can put more money in our pockets and have a better retirement one day. Although I do like Megan Thee Stallion, but I wish she would have came out and gave some type of a speech instead of coming out there twerking. That's too simple. I mean, all black people don't just care about that type of stuff. You know, we like to think sometimes, if you haven't noticed. Now, supporters of Harris and fans of the Houston rapper pushed back against the criticism, saying that much of it is overblown. Others noted that Harris has advocated for reproductive rights and bodily autonomy and argued Megan Thee Stallion embodies that message. We voting for VP Harris because we love her message on reproductive choice and women making decisions about their body, one ex-user wrote. Yet some of us are critiquing Megan Thee Stallion for doing what she wants with her body. Time and place. Megan Thee Stallion, who graduated with a bachelor's degree in health administration from Texas Southern University in Houston, has been an outspoken advocate for women's empowerment and mental health awareness for years. She has an education, so why couldn't she come out there and speak on some of those issues? I mean, twerking, come on, man, that's too simple. I mean, we deserve better than that. The Megan Thee Stallion responds to critics after receiving backlash for her performance at Vice President Kamala Harris's Atlanta campaign rally on Tuesday evening. Thousands gathered at the Georgia State Convocation Center to support Harris at her first event in the southern state as a presidential candidate. Dressed in a pristinely tailored blue suit, complete with a cropped blazer, the Houston rapper took center stage, performing censored and modified versions of Savage, Girls in the Hood, Body, and her latest trending record, Mamushi, toward the end of the program. The performance excited fans of the Grammy-winning rapper, however, drew backlash from others. Conservatives deemed the appearance pure ghetto trash and attacked the event with slogans including "Hoes for Harris," "Hood Rats for Harris," "Single Black Mamas for Kamala," "White Dudes for Harris." Man, that's crazy. After Megan was made aware of the comments, the chart-topping rapper responded to her contradictors on stage while performing at Lollapalooza in Chicago on Thursday. Megan Thee Stallion doubled down on her support of VP Harris. "Let me pop my shh real quick," she began. "People were fake mad that I was popping it for Kamala. I don't think they heard what she said." She continued to explain. Kamala said she wants a ceasefire, adding Kamala said she supports women's rights, and she said she's tired of those high-ass gas prices. It's hotties for Harris. Yeah, like I said earlier, I like Megan Thee Stallion, but I just think it's a time and a place. I mean, she's educated. She could have came out and gave some type of speech on some policies that Kamala is trying to put into effect. But you know, it's already over. What's done is done. She came out and she twerked, and it's over now. So we have less than about 3 months for the election. So if I don't see anything substantial in what these people are trying to offer us, I'm not even going to vote at all. I'm not even going to waste my time. We need some policies that are going to be put in place to help a lot of people that are suffering in today's society, especially the black community. So let's see what's going to happen in the near future. And that's my input, and I'll talk to you guys later.